a list of strings into a single string. So we are given a list of strings, there are many strings, we have to encode into a single string. We have to change this into a single string. Then from the encoded string, we have to decode back to the original list of strings. So we have to convert the list of strings into a single string, and from the single string, you have to get back all the original string, right? So if this is the case, now what is the logic to do this? A simple logic is, we have to convert to a list of strings, right? So what I will do is, first I need to know the length. So for example, let's say this, right? Let's say this one, we'll take this one. So what I will put is, first string length is 2. So 2 comma, second length is 3, 3 comma, then this length is 1, 1 comma 3. So I will put like this. So this is one string, okay? I put comma here, and then the length is over. Then I will put a hash, okay? And then I will put the string completely. We say colon, yes. I encode like this. So I'm encoding because later point of time using the length, right, I can get it back. Now what I do is, this is the encoding, right? This is the encode stuff. Once I have encoded, I have to decode, correct? So to decode, what I will do is, first I will put this in an array. This I will loop through this. I will put 2, 3, 1, 3 in an array. Okay, and then what I will do is, after this hash, from here, I will take this one, this 2, these two elements, right, these two letters, right, I will put in a separate array as a string, comma, I will take this 3, then from here, the 3 letters, I will put in the string, then 1, after this 1 letter, I will put in a string. Then 3 letters. These 3 letters I will put in the string, in the list. Then I will return this. So I will put in the length. From the length, from here I will take that many characters and then put it in a list and return. Easy way to encode and decode. So if you see the code, right, to encode, first I have to, what I am doing is, if the string is not empty, right, if the list of string is empty, I am just returning an empty string, right. What the encode has to do? The encode, there will be list of strings coming, right? This V, right? Say, this is a list of strings coming, correct? Yes. For the list of string is the input here. So what I am doing is, I am finding the length, right, and appending it to the sizes. So first I will have a sizes of 2, 3, 1, 3. This is what the sizes. I am having an integer array. Then I am looping through all the sizes. Right? I am looping through. First I have to put it in the string, right? So rest is a string. So I have to add this 2. Okay? To add this 2, I have to convert to a string and then add it. So in the this is res, right? Res is nothing is here. Initially res is nothing. So what I'm adding SZ. SZ is what? This 2. I'm converting it to a string and adding. So in my string, 2 will be added. And then comma will be added. Then in the loop, SZ will be 3. 3 will be added. Comma will be added. Then 1 will be added. Comma will be added. Then 3 will be added. Okay, after you add 3, right? And then I think after 3 also you will add a comma, right? And then the size ends, right? Come here, finally you add this hash. This is how you are added to the string, correct? Now we loop over all the strings and then add the strings. So we say colon, yes. This is the complete string you have encoded. Return the string. Now encoding is done. Now we have to decode. Now decode, what you have to do? We have to loop through all this, right, until we get this one. So while that character is not equal to, we have to loop through. Okay. Now what I want is, I want all these numbers in an integer array. So I have declared an integer array sizes. Okay. Now I am looping through it and storing all the letters in a string. So the 2 will be stored, or if there any letter until comma, not equal to comma. Until comma, the letters are stored in a string, right? So if there can be also 20 characters, right? In a string there can be 20 characters, 21 characters also, right? So it will be stored in a string, the current will be stored, and then this current I am converting into an integer and storing the sizes. So in the sizes I am converting into an integer and then storing it. Then again this loop comes, right? Comes in, and then it goes from here after comma, right? It goes 3, then 3 will be updated to current. Then I am updating, converting into integer and putting it in sizes. So all these integers I am putting it in the sizes array. So this loop is to just form this sizes array. Correct? Simple. So from this string I am just getting this array. First I am getting this into a string and then converting in string into an integer and then putting it in the size array. Right? Now what I have to do is I will loop through this. Now my pointer is, when this come out of the loop, when it's not equal to, when it is equal to hash, it will come out of the loop, correct? Now I am doing a plus plus, so I am here in W. So I have to take this V, correct? So first 2 characters I have to take. So I am looping through all the sizes, right? So first value is 2, right? SZ is 2. So from which point? From this point I have to take 2 characters, right? So from SZ, from I, right? What is I here? I is nothing but this pointer, right? So this is what is slicing in strings. So slicing is, this is a string, I am giving start pointer colon end pointer. So from start pointer to end pointer, that will be sliced and given back to me. Okay, suppose it is Bala. Now if I give 1 colon 3, this is index 1, correct? This is index 3. So before 3, this AL will be sliced and given back to me as AL. Okay, so I am giving this one, and how much letters I need? I need this 2 letters which is there in SZ. So second will be I plus SZ. So this V will be sliced and it given back to me. That I am uploading to res. Res is what? Res is nothing but an array. So in this array V will be appended. Okay. Then I plus size. I is moving here. Plus size is, this is what? I plus 2 here. Then again SZ size will be 3. From here I am slicing from this point to 3 letters. That I am appending to res. So say. Okay, and similarly I will get this colon and this yes. Finally this list I am returning. Okay, so encoding now, how you will encode? What data you have to put first and then put the other data. Okay, now what is the time and space complexity? So the time complexity is, finally we are going through all the strings, right, and appending it to it. So when you append, right, all the strings, this will run for, basically this will run for, number of strings is like n, right? This will run only n times. But each string is appended here, right? Each string is appended. So this will be running for the length of all the strings. Suppose you have 3 strings, hi, how, now. Okay. This length is 3, this length is 3, and this length is 3. So this loop will run only for 3 times. There are only 3 strings. To append, right, each one, to append this one, it will run again 3 times. Right? So total it will run for total length of the strings. Because each character has to be appended, right? When you append this string, each character has to be appended to the rest. So this will run 3 times, this will run 3 times, this will run 3 times. So totally it will run 9 times, which is m. M is the total length of all the strings. So the time complexity is order of m. M is the length of sum of length of all the strings. Okay. Decode is also same. Decode also will be order of m. Space complexity will be, space is right, you are using this extra space, right? You have to put it in the resultant string. So it will be the sum of length. So you have to store actual strings you are storing, right? Hi, how, now. So that will be order of n, order of m, the length of all the string, plus for each string you are also storing the length. So for that, the number of strings. So order of m plus n. This is the space complexity. So here in this thing, right, what, let's say this is the input, list of strings is this one. What they are doing is they are looping through all the strings. Okay, first s will be this one, and then what you are adding, string length of s, which is 2 plus 1 hash, and plus the actual string, which is ab. And then next time runs a loop, it will go here. You are adding the length of the string. Length of the thing is 3, that you are converting into string. So 3, you are converting that, then 1 hash, then high. So you are encoding like this. Previous encoding was different, this encoding is different. Okay. Then when you come here, right, output you have to result as a list of strings, right? So output you have declared. So you start from here. Okay. So now j is also equal to I. Now I and j is pointing here, right? So we have to extract this 2 first. So until you get this one, you are just incrementing j plus plus. You keep on going, right? You keep on going. So once you reach here, right, when it is equal to hash, j will be here, I will be here, correct? So from I to j, you just need to slice and get it. Slice and get this and put it as a length. So now 2 is there, right? Now this part you have to get, right? Now j is here. Now I is equal to j plus 1. Now I will be here. J plus 1 is this one, right? I will be here. Now length is what? Length is 2. Now j is equal to I plus j. Now j is equal to I plus length. So I plus length is 2. I plus length is j will be here. Now this one I have to slice and then append it to the list. So I and j I am slicing and I am appending to the list. So this AB will come here. Okay. Now from here again I have to start. This one, whatever I did again, whatever I did for this, the same code I have to do for this also, correct? So I will move I here to j. I move I to j. They again j also is here. Now in the loop I am moving j alone. So whatever you did here, you will do again here, and this put the high here. A loop, and then finally return this result. The same, the time complexity is same, right? Like you are looping and you are appending here, right? So this is order of m time complexity, order of sum of all the length of strings, right? And space complexity is m plus n. The same thing you did. The way you encode and decode is what is different.